from module view, when you can see the bars, if you open a module, you can see within the module you have a set of items. Everything that has a star next to it is some type of item that needs to be engaged with. For example, a discussion or an assignment or a quiz. An assignment page will look like this, with the Start Assignment button in the top right, the due date, the number of points above the title bar. At the top part of the page, underneath the title bar, you'll have the assignment description and objectives. Below the assignment description and objectives, you'll have a series of gray boxes like this. Part 1, Part 2, right? For this assignment, there's only 2 parts, so there's only 2 individual gray boxes. If there's 5 parts, you'll see 5 gray boxes. You're expected to complete all the instructions in Part 1 prior to proceeding to Part 2. The information in the gray boxes are for the actual assignment, the artwork or the layout that I'm asking you to make. Below the gray boxes, towards the bottom of the assignment page, on every single assignment page, there'll be an area called Documenting Artwork and Submission and Self-Assessment Prompts. Every single thing that you submit in this class that requires that you photograph an artwork must have a proof of authorship, correctly photographed work, and image requirements. These items, photograph, artwork, and image requirements, will have already been covered earlier in the module. So in week 1, photographing artwork is located on page 1.4, and then the image requirements are located on 1.5. Okay. So when you are in an assignment and you forget what the image requirements are, you can simply click on the photographing artwork link and it'll open a new browser taking you back to that original content page. You merely close the browser and you're back on the assignment page that you're working on. If you forget what the image requirements are, you can click on this link. It takes you back to the 1.5 image requirements in a separate browser. When you're done reviewing the information, you can close that second browser and you're back on the original assignment page. And then the self-assessment section will be at the very bottom. Every single assignment that you submit requires that you answer a set of prompts. The prompts are highlighted in yellow. Also, where and how to submit the self-assessment. So when you're ready, this is just a screen grab of the submission area. When you're ready to submit an assignment, you'll come up here to the top, start the assignment. So click this blue button at the top right that says start the assignment. That doesn't mean you don't follow the instructions first. You have to follow the instructions first and complete the work and save it in a file with your name on it on your device. When you start the assignment, this area will pop up that allows you to submit the work. You'll have to upload the file. Click this button. You'll click on Choose File. It'll take you to your device's documents or file page. And right here is my assignment that I want to submit. And I've already, as you can see, I've already renamed it Yana Cornell, my first and last name, _ with the title of the assignment, so I know exactly which file I'm uploading. I'm going to click on that, hit open, and it's loaded into the area, and I'm ready for submitting my comments. You must write your comments at the same time that you're submitting your image right here in this comment section. I do not want you to attach any type of document with your comments on it. Your self-assessment goes in this area down here. So you can scroll up here, read the prompts. Were you able to locate the photograph and image requirements, instruction content pages? And then, yes, I was able to locate, and then articulate your answer down here in the comment section. Once you've chosen your file, it's in the correct format, .jpeg, it's correctly renamed, and you've written your self-assessment, then you can hit this button, submit the assignment. Canvas will upload it. You'll see the little blue flying ribbons, and that means that you have successfully submitted your assignment. If you want to resubmit, you click on New Attempt, upload file, choose the file that you want to resubmit. So say I rejected your work and you had to do some more work on it, and now you're ready to resubmit. You're going through the same process. You do not have to write the comments a second time. Once you've already written them, they're in the SpeedGrader area. Submit assignment. Anytime you resubmit or make a new attempt, the image that you resubmit or a file that you resubmit will overwrite the previous assignment.